Hey guys, welcome to your morning yoga flow for week 2 of our 21 days of yoga. So this week is all about finding a little fluidity through our movements. So move with the breath, stick with it, allow this practice to grow for you over the next week and enjoy. So when you're ready, let's jump on the mats and get started. Start this morning by coming into tabletop position. So just taking your time to make your way there, checking in with your alignment once you arrive, really making sure that your fingertips are spread out nice and wide and your shoulders are stacking on top of your wrists with your knees coming directly underneath your hip points. Finding a nice long spine, beginning to think about pressing away from the mat through the arms. So hands are pressing down, we're almost doming through the upper back slightly. Press down into the tops of the feet behind you, and we're going to see if we can hover the knees just 1 inch up away from the mat. Beginning to find that core engagement this morning, really beginning to switch it on. We're going to stay here, finding your breath for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower the knees down. As we inhale, begin to drop through the belly, open through the chest, lift through the chin. And exhale, tucking through the tailbone as we round through the spine, tucking chin to chest. Inhale, drop through the belly, open through the chest, lift through the chin, tuck the toes behind you. And as you exhale, draw the sit bones all the way back towards the heels as we make our way into an active child's pose. Take a pause here as we take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Making sure all 10 toes are tucked under. Draw the sit bones back towards the heels. Walk the fingertips out in front of you, maybe tenting through the hands so that fingertips are pressed down, palms are lifted away. Find your breath. Beginning to breathe into the belly, breathing into the lower back, really finding that expansive breath here this morning. Allowing yourself this space and this time just to check in with where you're at today. And then if the hands are tented, press the palms down into the mat, and on our next inhale, begin to roll forwards through the spine, rounding through the back, shifting the weight into the hands. And as we exhale, lead with the sit bones as we melt the heart forwards and draw it all the way back to our extended child's pose. Stay with the breath. Inhale, rolling forwards. Take your time. Exhale, drawing it back, melting the heart down. Inhale, rolling forwards. And just finding your breath here, finding your rhythm. Maybe closing the eyes down if they're not already. And really just allowing your focus to shift inwards here, finding that connection between body, movement, and breath. As we articulate through the spine, almost creating a wave with the body. Awakening the body this morning with intention, shifting our focus within. We'll take one more round wherever you are, and we'll meet back in extended child's pose. Resting the forehead down to the mat, keeping the toes tucked under. Press the right hand into the mat in front of us and draw the left hand back down behind us or towards the side of the body, palm facing up. I'm going to take a deep breath in, full breath out. Press into the right hand as we inhale, roll forwards, draw the left fingertips forwards, and then as we arrive, open up the left arm towards the sky, reach up. And as we exhale, cactus through the left arm, almost trying to draw the pinky finger behind us. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. And as we exhale, melting back down, left hand plants in front of us, draw the right fingertips back behind us towards the toes. Press into the left hand, inhale, roll forwards, draw the right fingertips all the way up as we open through the chest, reach up. And as we exhale, cactus through the top arm, right pinky draws back as we open. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, melting down, right hand plants down at the top, left hand draws back behind us. Stay with the breath. Press into the right hand, inhale, roll forwards, reach the left arm open. Exhale, open through the chest, spiral the heart towards the sky. Inhale, open back up. And this time as we exhale, slide the left hand underneath the right, allow left shoulder and ear to come down to the mat. Press into the right hand, inhale, unravel, reach the left fingertips up. And as we exhale, melt the heart down, left hand grounds to the top, slide the right fingertips towards the back of the mat. Press into the left hand, inhale, roll forwards, reach the right fingertips up. And as we exhale, cactus the top arm, spiral the heart open towards the sky. Inhale, reaching back up. And as we exhale, slide the right hand underneath the left, right shoulder, right ear, come down towards the mat. Press into the left hand, inhale, unravel, opening up. And as we exhale, plant both hands down to the top of the mat as we slide back to extended child's pose. Press into both hands as we inhale, roll forwards through the spine. And this time as we exhale, floating those knees away from the mat, we'll peel the sit bones back and up as we make our way to downward facing dog. First dog of the day, so take your time here. Begin to pedal through the feet. Finding a little softness, finding a little release through the back body. Really just allowing yourself to find a little playfulness and exploration here this morning. Moving the body in any way that feels good for you today. Letting go of those expectations of what we think a pose should look like, and instead moving from within. Closing the eyes down and feeling your way through this. Maybe giving the head a little circle around one way. And then sending it back around in the other direction. When you're ready, find that moment of stillness in downward facing dog. Spreading the fingertips out wide, press down specifically through thumb and first finger as we keep drawing the heart back and up. Sit bones shining up towards the sky, and then tagging a little weight into the heels here as we draw them down to the mat beneath us. Even if they don't touch, for some people anatomically they might never touch, and that is okay. So wherever you are, take a deep breath in, full breath out. As we inhale, rise high on the toes. And as we exhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze forwards, and we'll take tiny steps, walking our way all the way up to the top of the mat. Feet come to hip distance apart, toes facing forwards. As we inhale, slide the hands up all the way to the thighs, draw the elbows into the side as we lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, soften through the knees as we melt the heart all the way back down. Inhale, slide the hands up to the shins this time, lengthen through the arms, shoulders from the ears, fine lift. Exhale, soften as we fold all the way back down. Last time, your variation, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften to fold all the way back down, relaxing through spine, neck and head. Take a hold of opposite elbows with opposite hands. Begin to find that gentle sway from side to side, releasing any tension from the back body. Tuning into your breath. Noticing if there's any thoughts that are coming in and out of the mind. If there are, just allow them to be fluid. Try not to get tangled up in them. Try not to get attached to them. And once you're done with them, allow them to pass and bring it back to the breath, back to the now. We'll release the fingertips down to the mat beneath us. Give the head a nod yes. And a shake no. When you're ready, keeping that generous bend in the knees, on our next inhale, we'll begin to roll up through the spine. Restacking. One vertebrae at a time until we come all the way up to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Hello. Take a little look down to the toes. Bring the feet to hip distance apart. Pick up all 10 toes. Spread them out as wide as you can, and then see if you can place them back down. Start with the pinky and work your way into the big toe. Keeping that micro bend in the knees, begin to root down through the feet, actively pressing into the mat. And from that point of grounding, begin to find that lift up through the body. Widening through the collarbones, shoulders relax down, palms face forwards. Close the eyes down as we take a deep breath in. Full breath out. As we inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. And as we exhale, hinge forward, soften through the knees to come down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your variation, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms down, shift your weight into your right foot, peel the left toes up with control, begin to extend the left leg long behind us. Soften into the right knee and gently step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Adjust your stance if you need to, front knee stacking on top of the front ankle, and then more gently lower the back knee all the way down to the mat behind. Option to keep back toes tucked or untucked, the choice is yours, but keep that foot active. So whether we are untucked and pressing the tops of the toes down or tucked under and pressing down. Shift your gaze forwards. On our next inhale, we'll reach the fingertips forwards to rise all the way up to Crescent Lunge. Take that moment to settle in. Notice if your weight is dumping forwards, and if it is, actively draw it back and then press down into both legs, finding that engagement as we lift up through the torso, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Shifting the gaze up between the hands for that extra challenge of balance, we'll take a full breath in. And as we exhale, allow the right hand to come down behind you to see if you can catch the top of the left thigh. As we inhale, lift and lengthen through the left side body. And if there's space for you this morning, as we exhale, gently drawing the left thumb back as we lift through the heart center. Find your breath here. For one more breath in. One more breath out. Release the right hand as we inhale with control, reaching both hands up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we'll rain the fingertips all the way down to find the mat. Plant the hands down, lift the back knee up, slide the front foot to the back of the mat, plank position. Option to lower the knees here, otherwise chaturanga to lower all the way down to the mat beneath us. Rest the forehead down, zip the legs together, slide the hands back and tuck the elbows in. Root down through the toes, root down through the hips as we inhale. Peel the torso up and away as we rise to baby cobra. Exhale, slowly lowering all the way back down. Make sure the glutes are engaged. Inhale, rise up to baby cobra. Exhale, slowly lowering all the way back down. One last time, inhale, rising up, and this time we're going to pause here. Find your breath. Our tendency is to hold it, keep it fluid, and see if we can float the hands 1 inch away from the mat beneath us. Keeping the back of the neck long, shoulders draw back, elbows draw back. We'll take one more breath in. And exhale, releasing all the way down to the mat beneath us. We'll tuck the toes under and send the hips back and up to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. As we inhale, rise high on the toes. And as we exhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze forward, step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften to fold all the way down, planting the hands down either side of the feet. Shift your weight into your left foot, peel the right toes up, and with control begin to extend the right leg long behind us. Soften into the standing knee, and gently planting the back foot all the way down to the back of the mat. Adjust your stance if you need to, bringing that front knee on top of the front ankle, and then gently lowering the back knee all the way down. Again, option to have your back toes tucked or untucked, but keep that foot active. Shift your gaze forwards. As we inhale, we'll reach the fingertips forwards to rise all the way up to crescent lunge. Draw back through the hips. Root down through the feet as we lift up through the torso, shifting the gaze up between the hands. We'll take one more breath in. And as we exhale, left hand comes down behind us, maybe catching the top of the right thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the right side body. And as we exhale, if there's space, gently drawing back through the right thumb and shining the heart open towards the sky. Find your breath here. One more. On our next inhale, we'll reach the left hand all the way back up. And as we exhale, rain the fingertips all the way down to the top of the mat. Plant the hands, lift the back knee up, slide the front foot back to plank position. Option to lower the knees, otherwise chaturanga to lower down. Keep the body aligned. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, open through the chest. And as we exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog, take a full breath in, full breath out. As we inhale, rise high on the toes. And as we exhale, bend the knees, shift the gaze forward, step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften to fold all the way down. As we inhale, root down into the feet, we'll rise on up, take a full body stretch. Palms pressed together, and as we exhale, watch your hands as you gently draw them together and down to heart center. Close the eyes down. Find your breath. Feel as your heart rate begins to slow down. Notice the energy within your body, within yourself. If you've already set your intention for today, maybe bringing yourself back to it now. And just feeling how it sits within. Gently batting the eyelids open. And we'll say namaste.